Hello everyone. Today we will discuss Plasmodium vivax life cycle in man. So the Plasmodium vivax life cycle in man, they contain the two steps. One is the hepatic physiogony, another one is the erythrocytic physiogony. Hepatic physiogony and erythrocytic physiogony. So previous class we will discuss hepatic physiogony. Previous class we will discuss hepatic physiogony. Next we will discuss erythrocytic physiogony. Erythrocytic physiogony means erythrocytic cycle. Erythrocytic cycle. So the hepatic physiogony, so the pre-erythrocytic cycle and exoerythrocytic cycle. The pre-erythrocytic cycle, the final step releasing to the cryptozoites. These cryptozoites, two options. One option entering into the RBC, they continue to the erythrocytic cycle. Continue to the erythrocytic cycle. Second option, they entering into the new liver cell, they are continuing to the exoerythrocytic cycle. So these exoerythrocytic cycle, the final step releasing to the two types of the cryptozoites. Large size is called as macrometacryptozoites. Large size is called as macrometacryptozoites. Small size is called as micrometacryptozoites. Macrometacryptozoites, micrometacryptozoites. So the macrometacryptozoites, they attacking to the new liver cell, continue to the exoerythrocytic cycle. Next one, the micrometacryptozoites entering into the new RBC. So continue to the erythrocytic cycle. So the erythrocytic cycle. So it is proposed by the Camillo Golgi. It's proposed by the Camillo Golgi. Scientist Camillo Golgi. Camillo Golgi. So this erythrocytic cycle is also called as Golgi cycle. Cycle is called as Golgi cycle because of the erythrocytic cycle was discovered by the scientist Camillo Golgi. Camillo Golgi. So this cycle is also called as Golgi cycle. Golgi cycle. First step, the erythrocytic cycle is initiated by cryptozoites of the pre-erythrocytic cycle. This erythrocytic cycle is starting by the cryptozoites of the pre-erythrocytic cycle or micrometacryptozoites of the exoerythrocytic cycle. These two, one cryptozoites entering into the RBC, continue to the erythrocytic cycle, or micrometacryptozoites entering into the RBC, continue to the exoerythrocytic cycle. So they are entering into the cryptozoite or micrometacryptozoite entering into the RBC. So these are the RBC. So they are the cryptozoites or micrometacryptozoite entering into the RBC. Next step, so these are the RBC. Their formation of spherical shape. Their formation of spherical shape. So this stage is called as tropozoite. Tropozoite stage. The stage is called as tropozoite stage. Next one, the tropozoite stage. In the inside of the tropozoite stage, they formation of empty vacuole. Just draw the large diagram. So these are the RBC. So in the RBC, they contain tropozoite stage. So these are the tropozoite stage. The tropozoite stage contain a nucleus. So in this tropozoite stage, they formation of empty vacuole. So these are formation of empty vacuole. So this nucleus towards in the peripheral inside. The nucleus towards into the peripheral inside. Next one, cytoplasm also towards into the peripheral inside. So this stage looks like a finger ring. This stage looks like a finger ring. So this stage is called as signet ring stage. Simple. The tropozoite stage, they formation of empty vacuole inside the tropozoite stage. The cytoplasm and nucleus towards the peripheral inside. So it looks like a finger ring shape of the finger ring, shape of the finger ring. So this stage is called as signet ring stage. This stage is called as signet ring stage. Next one, signet ring stage. So these are the RBC. These are the parasite. So in the parasite inside they formation of empty vacuole. Inside of the they formation of empty vacuole. So the nucleus towards into the peripheral inside. Nucleus towards into the peripheral inside. This looks like a finger ring. So this stage is called as signet ring stage. Signet ring stage. Signet ring stage. After signet ring stage, so after signet ring stage, the slowly the vacuole is disappear. Slowly vacuole is disappear. They formation of pseudopodia. They formation of pseudopodia. So slowly the vacuole is disappear. Slowly vacuole is disappear. They are formation of pseudopodia. These are formation of pseudopodia. They are formation of pseudopodia. These are formation of pseudopodia. So these are the pseudopodia. These are formation of pseudopodia. It looks like a amoeba like. It looks like a amoeba. So this stage is called as amoeboid stage. Amoeboid stage. This stage is called as amoeboid stage. So the empty vacuole is disappear. The stage, the signet ring stage, they formation of pseudopodia. They formation of pseudopodias. It looks like a amoeba. So this stage is called as amoeboid stage. The stage is called as amoeboid stage. These are called as amoeboid stage. Amoeboid stage. Stage is called as amoeboid stage. So they are called as amoeboid stage. Next one. So these amoeboid stage. So the pseudopodia main function, they are the helps from the locomotion. Locomotion means migration. So these amoeboid stage, say they are moving into the entire RBC. So these are amoeboid stage, they move to the entire RBC. So this amoeboid stage eating to the hemoglobin. Amoeboid stage, hemoglobin is presenting on the red blood cells. So this amoeboid stage eating to the hemoglobin. Eating to the hemoglobin. They are eating to the hemoglobin. The amoeboid stage eating to the hemoglobin. So the amoeboid stage, they contain a pseudopodia. Pseudopodia function, they are helps from the locomotion. So these stage move to the entire RBC. They are eating to the cell organelles. So the red blood cell contain a hemoglobin. So this amoeboid stage eating to the hemoglobin. Eating to the hemoglobin. But this hemoglobin, only globin part. Only globin part is a digestion. Only globin part is digestion. Only globin part is digestion. But heme is not digested. Heme is not digested. So they are soluble. It is converting to the insoluble hemogyne. The heme is converting to the insoluble hemogyne. This is converting to the insoluble hemogyne. So the amoeboid stage eating to the hemoglobin. So the hemoglobin, only globin part is digestion. Only globin part is digestion. So the heme is not digested. So the heme is converting to the insoluble hemogyne. Heme is converting to the insoluble hemogyne. So the hemogyne is a causing to the malaria fever. The hemogyne is causing to the malaria fever in human beings. Causing to the malaria fever in human beings. So the hemogyne, they causing to the malaria fever in human beings. Next one. So they are the amoeboid stage. They are hemogyne. Next one. So the next step in the RBC. The RBC, they are growing in almost double in size. The RBC growing into the almost double in size. So they are called as hypertrophy. Is called as hypertrophy. Next step, the RBC, they contain a red color dots. In the RBC, they contain a red color dots. In the RBC, they contain red color dots. They contain red color dots. So these dots called Schaffner's dots. Schaffner's dots. So these dots is called as Schaffner dots. Schaffner dots means, so these Schaffner dots identify the scientist Schaffner's. So these dots are called as Schaffner's dots. Schaffner's dots. Next step, the nucleus. Next step, they contain a nucleus. The nucleus is the many mitotic divisions. So they are the many mitotic divisions. Next one, they contain a hemogyne. Red color dots are the hemogyne. So the insoluble heme is converted to the non-digested heme converted to the insoluble hemogyne. So they are the hemogyne. Red color dots are the hemogyne. So these are the schizogony. So this stage is called as schizogony. So they are called as merozoites. The final step, the red blood cell is bursting. The red blood cell is bursting, releasing merozoites. Releasing merozoites along with hemogyne. So these are the hemogyne. Next one, so these are the merozoites. So the hemogyne and merozoites. So these merozoites entering into the new RBC, they continue to the another erythrocytic cycle. They entering into the new RBC, continue to the erythrocytic cycle. So these are the erythrocytic cycle. So this entire process complete in 2 days. This entire process complete in 2 days. So final step, the red blood cell is bursting, releasing merozoites along with the hemogyne. Merozoites is releasing into the along with the hemogyne. So these merozoites entering into the new RBC, continue to the erythrocytic cycle. So these are the erythrocytic cycle. Next one, incubation period. Incubation period. Next one, incubation period. Incubation period. 2 marks, very important question. Incubation period. So the incubation period means the Plasmodium vivax first entry into the blood through the sporozoites. The Plasmodium vivax first enter into the blood through the form of sporozoites to the first appearance of the symptoms. So this time period is called as incubation period. The time period is called as incubation period. Once revised. So the first entry of Plasmodium in the form of sporozoite into the blood to the first appearance of the symptoms. This time period is called as incubation period. So the incubation period, they is completed into the 10 to 14 days. They are completed in the 10 to 14 days. So in this stage, they are causing to the symptoms. In the after erythrocytic cycle, they causing to the symptoms. So they are called as incubation period. Next one, formation of gametocytes. Next one, formation of gametocyte. Formation of gametocytes. Formation of gametocytes. So the erythrocytic cycle, the last step, the formation of gametocytes. Formation of gametocytes. See the after the many erythrocytic cycles, increasing repeated many erythrocytic cycle in human body, decreasing red blood cell count, decreasing in RBC count, decrease. So the red blood cells are the red blood cell counts are the decreases. So these merocytes entering into the RBC. So these RBC is converting to the gametocytes. The merocyte entering into the RBC. So the RBC they are converting to the gametocytes in the form of in the location bone marrow and spleen. Bone marrow and spleen. Bone marrow and spleen, the red blood cells are converting to the gametocytes. In the bone marrow and spleen, the red blood cells are the converting to the gametocytes. The merocytes entering into the red blood cells. This merocyte entering the red blood cell is converting to the gametocytes. So the gametocytes are the two types, larger in size. So the gametocytes larger in size. So these are called as female gametocytes. So the small in size, so these are called as male gametocytes. So the final step, the decreasing in the red blood cells count, they are converting to the gametocytes in the bone marrow and spleen. So the large size of the merocyte is called as female gametocyte, the small size is called as male gametocytes. So they are presenting in the red blood cell of the present in the blood of the human beings. So next, after development, after the gametocyte formation, the development they are go to the mosquito because of the human body temperature and pH of the blood. Temperature and pH of blood, that not suitable for the next development. Not suitable for the human body temperature and human blood pH. So these are going to the mosquitoes. So these are the erythrocytic cycle. First starting from the cryptozoites or micrometacryptozoites, converting to the tropozoid stage. These tropozoid stage, the formation of empty vacuole looks like a finger ring. So this stage is called as signet ring stage. Next one, signet ring stage, the vacuole is disappear, the formation of pseudopodia. This looks like a amoeba. So they are called as amoeboid stage. So this amoeboid stage eating to the hemoglobin. Only globin part is digestion, heme is converting to the insoluble hemogyne. So this hemogyne causing to the malaria fever. Next one, the increasing in the size, the nucleus is divided into mitotic divisions. So they are formation of merozoites along with the hemogyne. So finally the red blood cell is bursting, releasing to the merozoites and hemogyne. So these merozoites entering into the new RBC continue to the erythrocytic cycle. So they are the entire process complete in only 2 days. So these are the erythrocytic cycle, totally human phase, Plasmodium vivax human phase. So they are the 8 marks, very important question. Next class we will discuss mosquito life cycle.